Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, and I don't have which one it is on my screen. If I'm not mistaken, it was week 95, day 2, I think, and it's yellow day today. I don't have the thing on my other computer, and the second I actually start to stream, because I was waiting for it was taking forever. I was out shopping, picking up a card for my grandma. She's turning 85, as well as picking up some other knick-knack stuff. I believe her birthday is early next month, so I need to ship that out soon. But yeah, the big 85. I couldn't find an 85 card, though. I tried searching for a few places. They have 80, they have 90, but they do not have 85. Or at least none that I checked. Let's see. So I just found a nice card. There we go. Now let's get the other computer running at some point. But anyways, hello everyone. Hope all you've been having a wonderful week so far. So, of course, two main things happening today. We got ourselves Guild Wars Yellow Day, or at least on PC Mobile. I think it might be different on consoles. Our team seems to actually be doing okay somehow. We have 1 win yesterday and 2 wins today. So 50% win rate and 66%, which is above average, though with this few battles, I guess it kind of happens. Also, Life and Death Weaver, still ridiculously strong. Also, King Avalon, if I'm not mistaken, in Soulforge this week. If you haven't gotten it, this is like the literal only team he's used for, pretty much. He might find his way into a few other teams on occasion, but this is pretty much the only one. Empower first slot, Life and Death, Arachnid Weaver, King Avalon. Sometimes people switch to 2. I personally like him in the last slot. However, there is a higher chance you would end up getting the Weaver or the Web Spinner summon in first slot if you didn't have him in last, because sometimes he'll cast and put an elf there instead, whereas you normally want the Weaver, though it increases the chance that you'll get a summon there rather than no summon at all. Though, of course, Life and Death can also summon there with giant spiders. Regardless, you're probably getting a summon. You have 3 different things that can summon there. But if you have King Avalon in first slot, then you have 2 different things that can summon there. So it really depends how you want to run it. But whatever it's doing, it seems to be winning. So it seems fine. We're in the middle of the bracket, though I believe if we actually did all of our battles, we're actually pretty high. Because right now, it looks like we're losing. However, 1 person does their battles like us, we're beating them. And then 2 people do it, we're already ahead of them even further. So we're technically ahead, even though their score is higher, just because of how points work. So this is actually a good way to tell where we are. Oh, we are in first place. Interesting. They are the top guild in the game, and or not in the game, but in our bracket, I should say. And we are currently beating them. Not literally right now, but by the end of this stream, or actually in the next 10-15 minutes, we will be indeed beating them, unless I do horrifically bad, which is also a possibility. Anyways, I think I was going to switch to a Rope Dart. Of course, we could do Divinish Ball of Quillen, though we were messing with that some yesterday. And it kind of, it had a little bit of backfire against some skull-resistant teams in PvP. So I might go back down to Rope Dart. We ran Rope Dart strategy yesterday, so I think we might just run Rope Dart again. It's a pretty fun way to run. So let's start from scratch, similar to yesterday. Who knows, maybe we might start from scratch for every team this week. But so far we have for 2 days now. So let's start from scratch and build entirely around Rope Dart, with yellow in mind. So let's see everything that we have underneath the category. Also, hello everyone, by the way. Hello Isabel, hello Mr. Hello Roman, hello Bill, hello Andres, hello Inflame, hello Peter, hello Tyrion, hello Ajonian, hello Bill Warhammer, hello Clipbomb, hello Barbara, hello Daddy Shark, and hello Overnus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what we should do? Archdiva Yavandra. No. Mostly because they're going to deny yellow, and she converts yellow to Uberdom Skulls. I feel like you can get away with her in Guild Wars. However, I believe you do not want to run her on yellow, because she denies the color, and there'll already be people denying your yellow anyways. So you can probably get away with using her, but it would have to be purple or brown day. I don't think you could do it with yellow. Anyway, speaking of things like that, let's get an Arachnid Weaver on this team. The only slight issue with this is Arachnid Weaver with Rope Dart has a bit of a confliction of interest, in that Weaver wants the backline to be low on true damage, yet you're moving stuff further forward. So we're definitely going to need another true damage option in order to kind of make this work. So that's mostly what I'm looking for now. Just kind of seeing what we have. What does Fountain do again? Create 3, or convert 5 green to purple potions. So that basically maxes all purple. The problem is it itself does not use purple. So I'm not quite sure about going down that route. Herdmaster's a cleanse. Pengalong's probably not worth trying to build around for the most part. This computer is still being so absurdly slow that it still has not loaded yet. Wow, or the other computer, not the one I'm currently streaming off of. Trying to get there. It's also trying to play an ad that apparently did not work. Because it's so slow, it actually skipped the entire ad. Which is kind of funny. YouTube on my other computer is so slow that it skipped the ad. That's an interesting way to have ad block. Just have an ultra slow computer where it doesn't even load the ad and just skips straight to the video. Let's see. Why can I not find anything I want to use? Because we're definitely not going to use... he is a true damage poke, but he's so bad. Jotnar Storm Shield. He does have some barrier to go with him. You know who I almost want to put into this team? Queen Aurora. And then go, like, just one good damage source. And build it around that. And then we just need one good damage... Oh, wait, you have same... Oh. Wait! Wait, no, this might work. Hold up. What's a good yellow, red, brown? This'll work. Does this exist? Guard's Avatar... Ooh! Ooh, I haven't ran Ropedart Ubistet in a while. That's not meta anymore. Though we can make it meta again. If we make a video and tell everyone, oh, this is the best team in the entire game, it would become slightly more meta. Or at least more people using it than it would be now. I don't feel like I ever do that recently. But it has actually in the past like tweaked what gets used in the game. Not by like a huge amount. But it definitely has had influence on the game before. But yeah, Ubistet's Rope Dart, once extremely meta. Currently not so much. Though it is still useful, if nothing else. So it has that going for it. We'll give it a shot. See what happens. Like, it's fallen off, but it hasn't fallen off so far that it's unusable, so we can make it work. I'm going to go double yellow purple, ideally. The only problem with that is figuring out what on earth our minus is. Minusing brown probably doesn't hurt. Although it depends. Are we using a barrier on brown hero class? Because if we are, we don't want to minus brown. We'd rather minus, like, literally any other color. Actually, at this point, I might just go... Oh, minus green actually wouldn't hurt. Oh, but then again, a Weaver. You know what? I'm just going double yellow. I think that's fine. I don't need the extra bit of purple. We are currently using Monk class. Monk does do a lot of things. He gains mana passively from all the extra turns. Has some immunes. Has a cleanse. Has that freeze, that start. Has barrier on brown. Somewhere's in here. There it is. He has a choice of 3 different manas as well. I think we'd want to use that on green, most likely. Because we'd want that going into Weaver, which is why we didn't want to minus our green there. We could technically do it into brown, given that we'll be taking browns as well. But he's going to get enough mana that I think he doesn't need a little bit more. Well, then again, what are we getting over? Yeah, we're getting off of yellow. So the main thing that matters is a ton of yellow. You don't have any plus into yellow, though. But I do believe we still go Monk. The other alternative is go something quicker that's still tanky, like Titan. Nothing here is a giant, though. 2 Divine, some Beast, a Monster, Rashka. I wouldn't want a Red Storm just for him. I almost feel like moving Queen Aurora up and have Weaver in last. This might seem like a bit of a weird choice. However, I believe it is more important we get Weaver up first. To such a degree, I'm actually considering putting Queen Aurora in front of Ubistet. Because if we just have Weaver Ubistet, that kind of leads to some interesting circumstances as well. This is going to be a very weird team of all mythics with a Rope Dart, which is technically a mythic because Rope Dart's like one of the best weapons in the entire game. I don't know, we'll try it. I've actually never used this team before. To such a degree, I should probably test it in PvP real quick. Just in case. We don't have anything with mana start, so we definitely want to have 20% into some magic. And let's go say hi to PvP. And also, while we're loading into that, let me go bring chat up onto the screen. I can see it on my other screen, but it's not as big as if I make it over here. Because this screen has a full screen to use, whereas the other one's in the corner of my laptop. Let's see. Why is it so hard to get to my stream? There it is. At least on the back end. On the front end, it's like kind of easy to get to the stream. For whatever reason, you have to click like 5 times to get to your stream on the back end, which is so annoying that they have that many clicks. I feel like that's always been an issue with YouTube. Like on the front end, it's like, oh, it's just a few clicks to get anywheres. On the back end, you have to go through a maze of a billion links that normally is like 5 to 8 links in to wherever you need to go. And it is way more convoluted than it needs to be, that is for sure. Anyways, hello, who have I not said hello to? Hello, Isabel. Hello, Defiant. Hello, John. Hello, Genki. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, John. I said John. And hello, RimWorld. Welcome. Let's see. Anyways, let's go see what we can do with this. This isn't Guild Wars, right? I assume it's not. So I'm pretty sure I clicked on PvP. Pretty sure I remembered to go to PvP. I sure hope so. This seems like a Rope Dart moment, though I kind of also want to get mana. Him poking me does not mean much. Does he have a big threat? Can we rope dart hero? Yes. So let me take blue. He's gonna poke us. We're gonna rope dart him. We're then gonna kill him with a skull, ideally, and be 2 damage short, because of course we would. Gosh, gotta get those attack kingdoms up. 2 damage short, that's so unfortunate. Let's see. I'll take that down. Too bad we don't have a Doom Skull poke here. That would be enough to finish it, of course. I could take this to the side. I'll take that over. Take a blue over. Actually, yeah, we'll take it over there. Okay, so far, biggest issue I'm seeing is lack of empower, making this kind of slow. I might want to double check if we can get a Queen Aurora replacement for anything that can create anything. Ideally... Oh, but they don't have overlap other than yellow, and there's no way we're going to have a troop that can overlap that. Also, I think I found one issue with this team now. And that is if they somehow have silenced the first slot, though that is very exceedingly rare. Normally you don't see that, but that is slightly problematic to our current needs. Let's see. But yeah, I'm seeing a lack of quick mana, in that a double empower on the opposing team will just completely decimate this team. So in all fairness, that happens to a lot of teams. Though that is still a very pressing issue with what we have going on here. I think we just take a yellow, hope it surges, and be good to go. And it did, and we won. Okay, so we can't do the rope dart combo. What we can do, though, is Weaver that, then Ubistet that, then get a kill, get a web spinner there, give it some green so we can just auto-kill everything, or miss completely. You are not poisoned yet. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter, because any skull kills, though. I forgot, you do it on web now, too, and you auto-web. Good old web spinner. But back in the day, you used to have to get... you used to have to cast her ability before you can get the triple... Can you stop summoning? This is just a PvP battle, right? We might as well just retreat. Not because we're not going to win, but because he's going to be here for like 5 hours doing that. Anyways, we might want to put Empower into this team. I'm not sure where or how. Like, I guess over Queen Aurora. Like, what's a yellow Empower that feeds... Oh, but the problem is we don't have any multicolor overlap. Blue doesn't multicolor, red doesn't, brown doesn't, green doesn't, and purple doesn't. Meaning we actually can't empower. I'd have to explode. I don't think anything under yellow empower has explode, though. We have Astral Spirit, which could be versatile, but it's really annoying to use. It would help clean up Rope Dart, though. Oh, but it uses the same colors as Rope Dart, and doesn't have any mana link to go with it. Dust Devil can be funny sometimes, though it doesn't help us mana accumulate. We could feed the purple, we could feed... no, that wouldn't work, because that counts as damage in Guild Wars. Or I think that counts as a kill. Because you wouldn't want to Elspeth yourself, or anything for that matter. Because I believe that goes against you in Guild Wars scoring. I am pretty sure. We can convert to green, we can convert to purple and deny our own color. Which I think we kind of did a team like that in the past. It was okay, but it was kind of clunky. You know what, we're just going to roll with this, and whatever happens, happens. Which is a really bad idea, but I think it's what we're going to do. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. You know what, though? I'm going to do something even weirder. I think I might start with Queen Aurora in first slot, which is an exceedingly bad idea. But it's because of how the extra turn mechanic works that I want to do it this way. We're basically gambling our entire win on do they have freeze? And if so, we have to go all cleanse metals. The biggest issue with Queen Aurora, I would say overall, is she does not do the effect to herself, and she also does not have cleanse. If she had cleanse but didn't do the effect to herself, it would be fine. And if she did the effect to everyone, it would also be fine. But if she had cleanse and did the effect to everyone, she would actually be kind of viable. Do you have immune to poison? If the answer is yes, you do. Okay, Queen Aurora, you're out. Rope Dart, you're back in. Well then. He has first turn converts. However, one of his converts helps us if he fails. The other one kills us if he fails. So, or if he succeeds, I mean. So, we'll see what happens. We'll try it this way. Let's go lose. Let's see. I'll try this experimental team. Why not Shibanu? Mostly because of the inconsistency. Queen Aurora's going to have some inconsistency too. But they're both going to have the same slow start. Hey, Ubistek got a lot from that. Is there any way I could take skull and red? Yes. However, I want that brown first. Oh, and we can get it for free. Perfect. Are you within kill range? Math. The math says yes. So you're dead. Let me just double check. 92 plus 51 is definitely extremely dead. Okay, that fixes that problem. Now we just need a win without him looping infinitely. Luckily, he completely missed, which is huge. I guess we take this. Get a billion things to happen. Unfortunately, not even close to a kill. I want yellow surge here. That is a yellow surge. We can now kill whatever we want, which obviously we want to kill hero. Actually, do we have kill range? Ubistet, how you doing? Yes, let's match. Wait, do you have spell reduction though? Do you have spell reduction equipped? Because I believe this hero class can have spell reduction, however, he doesn't have spell reduction equipped currently. I believe you can get it instead of submerge? I can't remember where it normally is. But regardless, he doesn't currently have it, so he's dead. There we go. Yeah, Ubistet is an interesting troop. He's fallen off the meta currently, I would say, overall. Though he's still very usable. Is everyone... Oh, no. Is everyone in this guild using this exact same team? This is fine, though. Oh, you do arena every single day? Nice. Yeah, it's an interesting daily. I feel like a lot of people don't, but it actually is kind of worth it. I feel like I have enough resources where I personally don't. But if I had less resources, I feel like I would do arena every day. It's just really time consuming compared to just doing 0 arenas every day. Because arena normally takes like, what, 30 minutes, I would say, to get 3 runs done. Give or take a little. Counting the drafting time and everything. It can be done in like under 5 minutes or so. If you get like a really good run. Problem is every run is not a really good run. Let's see. So I cannot entangle him directly, so I believe our choice here is to kill hero before hero kills us with infinite loop. Seems like the best way to go about this. This might seem like a weird choice, but Ubistet is in kill range, and I don't believe he has spell reduction, so let me just double check. Do you have spell reduction? No! They remembered to set spell reduction! No, now we have to do math. Oh gosh. What's 86 plus 52 minus 20%? Based on quick in-head math, that means no. That's not enough damage, which means I have to poke him once, which means I can't take the red. Well, I have a barrier, so I can still take the red. He pokes me, I poke him, then we Ubistet and don't need any math. Boom. We did it mathless. With guesstimations. Because we knew the 20% wouldn't be enough there. Or the 20%. If it didn't have 20% reduction, that would have been kill. Like it was the previous battle. Before I kill it, right? Oh, never mind. I don't want to do that. Because I would give him extra turn brown. So I'm going to kill him here to pass my turn. And also double kill. But more importantly, to pass my turn. Now we'll take the purple. Now that it's safe. He'll poke us, but it's only on barrier. What's the most populated gem? Green would be technically our best bet. How about now? Green is still our best bet. Red and brown are also tempting. However, they have no overlap with anything, though, in all fairness. Green... Well, no, actually, green does have overlap. Because Queen Aurora plus Weaver. Okay, new plan. Do red. Because the small chance that we might miss makes it so he would just absolutely obliterate us. So I'm going to waste our turn by doing red, but we have Rope Dart, so this should be fine. He no longer has that immune thing, so I'm actually just going to do this onto... wait, who's lower HP? You have spell reduction, though. So I'm going to do this on Web Spinner, just so Web Spinner doesn't do Web Spinner things. Hope we have enough attack. Math. 62 plus 57 is... 119, right? 119 is enough. Dead. There we go. Whatever it was big enough number. And that's the only thing that matters. There we go. Yeah, Ubistet requires a lot of math. It's one of the other reasons he's not that meta anymore. Anything that requires you to think generally isn't as good. Also, I think we're in first place in this bracket because we have less battles right now and we're beating them. And they're the #1 guild in our bracket right now. So there's a good chance we're actually in first place. It seemed like that the other day as well, but this pretty much confirms it because we're actually up against the first place guild. Yet we have more points than them. Which is a good sign that you're normally actually in first place, but you just don't have all your guild's battles in yet. Is there anyone who's done 0 so far this week? No, everyone's done their battles. Or, you know, at least on the first day anyways. Anyways, where were we? Let's keep going. Still got, I think, 2 Guild War battles left. Let's go get those down. Actually, 3 Guild War battles. Gosh, this team's a little slow. But it's winning. Yeah, that's the main issue with Ubistat. He has a couple issues. Like, he's still usable, though. Like, if he was one of your only few mythics, you'd probably still use him. And even if he's not, he's still good. It's just other things are better these days. He has a fun playstyle, though. It's rather unique only to him. There's, like, a few other mythics that kind of have, like, a on-kill kind of combo thing. Where, like, another one does, like, a random devourer when it gets a kill with it. But they're a lot more inconsistent compared to Ubistat. Because it auto hits the weakest. It's just a lot easier to use. And the other ones are kind of weak, like Wolf Garrick and stuff. Like, they have the same mechanic, kind of, but they're so much weaker as far as their use case. So he's doing yellow to blue. Which is a weird convert, given the current state of the board. Because he just casted to do literally nothing. There's one issue with this team, though. Well, aside from the fact that I think Weaver has done literally nothing every battle, where we would probably get more of a benefit just from having a second Queen Aurora. But aside from that, the issue that we seem to be having is we don't have any way to destroy this. Like, we have Weaver, but Weaver's, like, realistically not casting anytime soon. I don't have Barrier to Skull Distract him. I'm just going to try for Skull for Sky, then. I did not get it. But nor did he. Oh, gosh, he got a one-shot. Oh, no, he killed my Ubistat. Problem. Slight problem. Our win condition just died. Let's see. Backup plan. Other win condition. Go. Rope dart him till he's dead. This might be somewhat easy. I don't believe you have Stealthy. Well, oh, no, you do have Stealthy. Okay. I was going to say, why on earth do you not have Stealthy with that hero class if you don't? But yeah, he does have Stealthy, which makes sense. Alright, so let's go kill his thing that auto-kills everything we have. That would make the most sense. I cannot extra turn Cascade there. I can grab a purple here. That's kind of slow, though. I want to take a blue and hope for Skull for Sky. Got it. Oh, he has score reduction, though. Forgot about that. Well, we could just rope dart him again and be fine. Unfortunately, he did not surge. Queen Aurora, you're supposed to give more mana. Come on. So close. Not enough. Nice, we got yellow. Wow, we're getting really lucky off the single Cascades. I've been trying for them, but we're just landing like almost every single one. All right, we just got Web Spinner, though it is in a very weird location because it replaced the spot that died, obviously. However, the spot that died is in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Okay, Brown is the most populated. However, I don't need Brown, so I think we just take a Skull Poke here. So he'll do his thing. What can we even do here? I guess we target green. Pretty sure we just target... Actually, purple's seeming good here because we can actually get a Weaver cast. Unfortunately, nothing within Weaver kill range. However, we still get the benefit of... Never mind, we can't web him. New plan, rope dart you. Actually... Oh, we can't even want to, but we move you. I was going to kind of do this anyways. Because we could Skull Weaver. Oh, but he does have the resummon. Well, that's even more of a reason, Skull Weaver. So he's going to life and death us. Only one of them will get any effect. We then Weaver him. We then green this. And unfortunately, we miss. Pretty big miss there. Weaver... Oh, yeah, Weaver's being blocked by Web Spinner. Now that Web Spinner randomly came into that position. Well, so hopefully he doesn't die to Death Mark. Because he doesn't have enough true damage to actually kill next turn. I want a green surge here and then cast Web Spinner, oddly enough. Okay, I missed the green Cascade, unfortunately. So we do have Queen Aurora, however, I actually want to cast this first. Because this is enough to kill. Oh, it's physical. Never mind. It is not enough to kill. New plan. Tempted to do this onto yellow. Okay, we rope dart you. We cascade you, or not, never mind. Oh yeah, we cascade you. We then move that over. Web Spinner once. Weaver's not enough damage. As much as I want it to be. We then take yellow. Ideally land extra turn, and unfortunately misses. He luckily does not have enough damage to do anything like that, though. It's not enough to kill. Skull actually overkills him here, too. I ideally would actually want to not kill his spider here. But we have such a high attack that it will kill the spider. Okay, I'm finding one issue with this team. It is way too slow. Still gonna use it the whole time just to see how far it gets. Because I do believe realistically we can run the whole thing through with this. Also, Web Spinner does 0 damage when it is webbed. Which is always funny. It's one of a few... most Legends have some amount of base value where that wouldn't happen. However, Web Spinner is probably one of the more notorious ones where it actually has literally 0 damage when it's webbed. Normally, most Legends and Mythics that are modernized these days aren't like that, but because it was one of the very first ones added to the game, or, you know, was in the first batch of troops ever existing, it actually has 0 base magic. So if it's webbed, it does not do any AoE damage whatsoever, meaning it can't even break barrier. It still does its gem spawn, though. That's all it does. Okay, I can actually kill Mercy here. However, he's going to convert purple to yellow for me. So there's almost no reason to. The biggest issue with casting on web... you know what? Never mind. I was going to say, it's going to heal the thing. But it's going to heal the thing regardless if I don't kill it. So I'm going to try killing it here in hopes that we could get it in beforehand. Unfortunately, we couldn't. He has a blue to yellow. That is concerning, but he's not going to get much out of it. Because I can just move this to the left. And now he can't do anything. Or this is not an extra turn, which is basically nothing. So we now rope dart whatever biggest threat is, which is book, but we can't target book, so it is you. Actually, I probably should have targeted the one thing that could be entangled. Because now, if we don't have an extra turn on this board, which we don't, we can't do as much, but there's enough yellow that we should be able to get away with this and just re-rope dart if we need. Ideally, we have a yellow extra turn here. Perfect. Okay, Ubistek, can you kill anything? The answer is yes. So you're going to kill the first 2 slots. He might get Skull Distracted. If he gets Skull Distracted, we win. If he doesn't get Skull Distracted, we don't. One alternative is, if we rope dart you actually have a high enough durability. Oh, no! I can't do that. What I was going to do is rope dart it so it's entangled. But I just realized, even though it has spell reduction, because Mercy did HP gain to itself, it actually has better HP value. Because we're going to armor tear. If this is physical damage, this would actually be to play. But because this armor tears, this is a rare situation where armor tear is actually bad. So I basically just wasted rope dart. Well, I'm going to use it then. So I won't be able to hit Mercy, unfortunately. However, I can do that. We get an Ubistet those 2. I kind of want to yellow this again. If he's going to go crazy with extra turns, I might as well try doing the same. We can now rope dart kill that, which means we're going to have a different target, the 2 that I actually want to kill. Oh, or not. Oh, no, that actually is good. Hold up. That actually just saved us, because now he's entangled. Oh no, I just did enough damage that he's weaker. No! What is this turn? Okay, we're going to move that over. Actually, I probably should have done rope dart first there. But, what is this turn? This is a very weird turn. So I want Mercy to be dead. I want you to get hit and not him, but now he has so much damage that he's actually going to get hit. What a weird turn. I guess I Ubistet here. Unfortunately, the thing I really need dead is not going to be dead. He's going to be creating yellow, and the only thing he's feeding into is himself. And there's no point in taking mana because he's just going to mana drain us anyways. Oh gosh, now he has something to feed yellow into. Luckily, that's a rather useless cast since we have armor tear, assuming it's still alive by then. Luckily, he also did not get full mana. Taking a purple is actually the right move here, so I'll take the suggested move for once. Now we definitely want to target yellow or take blue to yellow. Out of safety's sake, I'm actually going to take blue to yellow here, instead of trying for anything. Oh, he's going to get a caster. It's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, that turn of events making him still alive is extremely unfortunate. Luckily, he is in Ubistek kill range right now, so we're probably going to have to utilize that to have any chance. Let's see. Is he in Ubistek kill range? No, because you're physical. We'd have to go for a web spinner first. What a weird turn of events. So let's go and take a skull here. That brings you to Ubistek range. Or not? No, not anymore. This is a weird turn of events. Do any of you get hard countered by the web thingy? But yeah, him still being alive is super bad. That one bandit that got summoned did so much work for that team. Like an insane amount of work. Solo web spinner time. We got this. Easy win. If only that one thing was actually within kill range, though. We could actually have a chance. What's our best way of winning this? I guess take every single skull and just ignore he even has casts. Because I need a kill to get a web spinner, and then I need that web spinner to tank for us. And or win the entire thing. So right now I need to do moves that can move us closer to skulls. While also getting mana, obviously. I was gonna say, ideally I want like a green in this area. The only problem is, I need a skull before we can do it. I guess I still throw this down. There's no way we're gonna get it all the way back up though again. The only problem with doing this now is we don't get to manipulate the board to try to get a higher chance of getting a skull somewheres. And somehow we still don't have a skull. Do we have a cascade for that? No, we don't. That would be ideal. There's almost a higher chance of winning if we take this brown. Actually, taking this purple is the near equivalent of taking that brown. He's just going to armor gain. That's actually a waste of his turn, and is very beneficial for us. So I'll take this other purple so he doesn't grab it. I need to deny red, blue, and purple this turn. I could take a green here. He might get skull distracted as well, as long as he doesn't get yellow extra turn. Though even then, that might not even be an issue. So we'll do that. He gives me skull. Unfortunately, his armor gain just made him durable enough that that doesn't help as much. Ideally, we'd want to take mana here. I can't, though. So I'll take that. He takes green. I take purple. I Weaver. We double kill the Weaver. No, he didn't surge! Oh, good, good. He's just doing armor. He's just doing armor. We didn't surge, though. No, we almost lost to not surging. That better not be the only move, because that means he skull pokes us. And I get no value from it. Unless we get a really lucky cascade. Is that really the only... No, we have a brown down here. The problem is, will that shuffle the board, though? If it shuffles, we lose. Oh, no, he'll take a... Oh, no, he'll take a red, though. It's actually safer for him to take a skull than for him to take a red, so I'm going to let him take a skull here. Even though he gets some free yellow. All I have to do is just take my mana, and I think we're fine. Also, this is the one thing I do like about Guild Wars. You get really challenging battles, like how on earth do you win with a single web spinner? And I think we won with a single web spinner. That's one thing I really like about Guild Wars. When you're actually, like, losing and need to play, like, how I'm pretty sure the game was meant to be intended to play ages back. Like it actually used to be played. Like when you actually had to think and not just cast, like, everything and auto-win. But, yeah, we won. Not a single doubt. The good old auto-win Arachnian Weaver. Also, if you're looking to win Guild Wars, learn how to play Arachnian Weaver. That's like all you need. They can literally solo entire teams if you get a combination of thinking things all the way through and extremely good luck. Though it does win pretty consistently as solo. Though you obviously wouldn't want to set your team as only a single one, but you know. If you had to, it can. Which is the main reason why it's there. If you wonder why it's been sitting there doing nothing in like the other 3 battles, that is why. It's mostly to make sure we don't lose, more so than help us win quicker. And we kill with true damage. Ah, there we go. Never even close to losing. Alright, now let's go try not losing this one. Bone Dragon! That's a really old meta troop. Also, did every single person in this guild run Moon Rabbit? I sure feel like they have. Let's do this one more time and see how low our score is. You want a Guild War good team where you don't have to pull this much thought into the battle? Generally, Explode Spam. Also, Divinish Ball Aquilon's normally one of the easier ones for this Guild War day. The only reason I'm not using Divinish Ball Aquilon right now is because yesterday we had like an ultra anti-skull spam team in PvP when I was messing around. And after that, I was like, maybe I shouldn't run it for Guild War day. But given what this guild has been running, we actually would have been perfectly fine just running Divinish Ball Aquilon. But the team we were using last night for Divinish Ball Aquilon is probably the easiest to play team, I would say, for Yellow Day, or one of the easier ones. That and Gorgultha first slot, like literally any team centered around Gorgultha first slot tends to be kind of straightforward. The only problem with that is Book tends to counter it if you don't go quick enough. But Gorgultha first slot's pretty easy. You just have to be careful with like Doomed Book or whatever it's called. The yellow Doomed Book is like your biggest threat if you're running Gorgultha first slot. Okay, I think we cast yellow here and hope we get lucky. Come on, Queen Aurora. You haven't been doing too much for us. Queen Aurora is like a C tier mythic, I would say. Maybe even D tier. It's like C plus tier. It's not the greatest, but I don't mind using it. Still a mana accumulator. I feel like a lot of the high rarity mana accumulators just aren't that worth it because their mana cost is so high. And their secondary effects normally not good enough to make up for it. Even though it's a somewhat good one, it's just not good enough to fully make up for its lack of other abilities. So what's the second weakest on the team right now? We need to do some math. Which one of those three numbers, not counting 80, is the lowest in total? So Bone Dragon is what? 293. The next one is 300 something, and the other one is 230. Okay, so we know it's going to kill not Bone Dragon. With that being said, I would like Bone Dragon to be dead. So we do that. You're dead. Oh gosh, the bandit spam. We do this on yellow and hope it doesn't miss. He has Doomed Axe. That will hurt. I guess we kill the rabbit next. Let me take yellow first, though, because that gives us everything. So we hit the rabbit. The problem with this is you have 25% spell reduction, so we gotta do a bunch of math again. Well, 71 plus 53 is not high enough, I think. Let me see. It is 127. What is 127 minus 20%? I feel like that is more damage than what we can do. Oh, no. Maybe go get calculator real quick. Let's get the exact number for this. So I need 127. Well, let's just recalculate everything, because it's important to know exactly what this number is. So, also, we assume it rounds down. And because of that, I think it's not enough damage. It's going to be not enough by like 1 or something ridiculous. So we do 54 plus 53. That equals 127. We then times it by 0.2. That is 25. It's enough damage. Even if you round, it's one more than enough damage. It's not enough damage. Wait, it's 25% reduction, isn't it? No! Oh! I calculated out for 20% because heroes... Oh, he doesn't have it, though. But heroes' spell reduction is 20%. But I forgot that the troop-based one is 25. But if it was 20% like a hero, that would have killed. But I did the math for 20% instead of 25. Whoops. Whoops. If it was 20%, it would have been enough. Okay, problem. Though I think we're fine. Even though that was a little unfortunate. So he has a stealthy here. Because that is stealthy, I just have to kill a unit and we'll be fine. So after I kill him... Oh gosh, another bandit. But they're still stealthy. So now I can target hero. I can then go and Ubistat, I think. Math again. 75 plus 56. I don't think that's enough damage. He doesn't have spell reduction, but just not enough to begin with. What do you even do here? What's your convert again? Purple to Doomskull? Purple to Doomskull is sketchy. But it doesn't, like, kill us. It's gonna move that over. Alright, that's fine. We can then take a skull, hopefully, somewhere. We'll take that over first. Ideally, I want an extra turn skull. I could try for a skull cascade, and that extra turns us. Because he's not in Weaver kill range. Oh, wait, Ubistat's in kill range, though. Oh, wait, hold up. We're in Ubistat kill range. What am I doing? I was, like, calculating out for hero, and it's like, oh, yeah, it's not enough to kill hero, which obviously it wasn't. But it's enough to kill the bandit, which kills the hero. So it still kills. I was just looking at it the wrong way. Alright, man, anyways, kill him with Rope Dart into Weaver. Or not. Weaver, you need more damage, gosh. You're, like, ever so slightly short every time we need to cast you. Alright, let's see how low are we scored. If we scored over 9,000, that's kind of sad. Nope, pretty much exactly 9,000 or 9,100. It's fine. Okay, so as you can see, our battles are now the same, and we're now 5,000 ahead of them, which was to be expected. And even though we're not in first place, there's a good chance we technically kind of are, because they're the first place guild, but we have more points than them today when actually facing them. Not by much. So we're definitely around this area right here. We're exactly... no clue. But somewhere's in that general area. Like, if both our people did their battles, we'd be in first, but we don't know if everyone else has also done their battles. But with everyone, we would be in first right now. Yeah, we're around this area. Somewheres. Regardless, we're not moving down. The question is more so for moving up this week. Oh, so I think we're 5-0 down the line this week. Even though we've been having some somewhat lowing scores. Like, to such a degree that we're only, like, 1,000 off from someone who's lost once, like Cookie. But, We still have not lost yet this week. Like, look at the difference. This is someone else who didn't lose. They're like 1,000 ahead of us almost. That's because we've been messing with some weird teams. But I don't know. We might keep doing that every single day. Mess with a brand new team from scratch and just kind of see what we can end up doing with it. Anyways, Guild Wars took absolutely forever. That was an extremely slow Guild War team. To such a degree. Let's go ahead on the code. And then we'll go mess with everything else. Because there's not too many more things to mess around with today. Also, we will still do the 12 vault key thing as we will be doing every day now. And if we get one of the big loots, we'll hand out an extra code. Unfortunately, we didn't hit it last night, though we did hit it on the very first day we did it. It's not going to be every stream. We'll always have at least one code every stream. But the extra one will be dictated by pure RNG vault luck. Let's see. There's something fun to do every stream. Plus, I need to open those vault keys, otherwise they're never going to get open. If I don't start working at them soon, like we have been, they are pretty much never going to get open. So we're kind of slowly chipping at them. Oh, Genki, what's your question? Stun troops do not... Oh, no, I can't see it now because I just clicked on the thing. 1 second. That's a fail. I was reading it, and then I was trying to get to the redeem code section. But clicking to the redeem code section makes it so I can't see the thing. 1 second. As soon as I paste this back, I'll be able to see it. There it is. Stun troops do not get the benefit from medals. Yes and no. All medals trigger at the start of battle, except for Medal of Orpheus. And whatever like the event medals are, like this one. So technically, yes, stun troops do not gain their medal effects. However, there is technically only one medal in the game that applies to, and it's Medal of Orpheus with its cleanse. Medal of Orpheus is theoretically the only medal that you can have at a regular basis in, you know, any game mode. Where stunning it makes it not work. In theory, everything else like this does count as a trait. All the medals. However, they trigger at the start of battle, like 20% mana star at start of battle, 4 magic at start of battle, similar stats. They all trigger at the start of battle, so they can't be stunned. Orpheus is the only one, ironically, that can be stunned, even though it's the one that can cleanse stats effects. Mostly because it's a active medal, and because it still technically counts as a trait, you can stun it off of a enemy. So if you see someone's running 3 medals of Orpheus, if they don't have any other cleanse, you can actually just run like Obsidius or some other good stunner, and they will not have any cleanse anymore. That's sometimes relevant for Guild Wars. I believe you can even check if they have Orpheuses beforehand. It's not too relevant unless you have like a super stats effect related team though. But occasionally it can be useful. It's more so useful to know in case the enemy has stun, because you can't just use Orpheus to hard counter it. You would need at least one other cleanse. You can still use both, but you can't depend entirely on Orpheus. Anyways, let's go claim all these. We got some pretty good loot today. Let's go get our Phoenicia out. And then we'll go open the vault keys and then go claim the pet. Or then again, maybe not. I don't know. We already have the pet max, I'm pretty sure, so don't really need more copies of the pet. I guess it wouldn't hurt. But yeah, gosh, Guild Wars took forever today. That definitely was not the quickest of teams, but I had a lot of fun with it. Honestly, that's the kind of battles I really liked. Especially like way back in the day. It's one of the few good things I really like about Guild Wars still, is you sometimes still have those ultra intense battles where you really have to think out like every single possible option. That's how like every battle used to be played back in Gems of War, like 4, 5, 6 years ago. However, things have actually gotten simpler. Even though the overall like economy of the game has gotten increasingly more complicated, the gameplay itself has gotten a lot simpler. Like for example, right now we just cast Leprechaun and cast Phoenicia. Back in the day, you had to do a lot more complexity, like we were doing during that one battle or a couple of those Guild War battles, to actually win battles. But nowadays, it's easier to win, but harder to figure out what on earth the economy is. But I do want to cover a bunch of updated videos on that this year, for sure. It's pretty much never been easier to win in this game, I would say, overall. Even though it has been towards the easier side the entire history of the game. It is definitely in probably its easiest state it has been. Or most of it, most of the game is, you know, just like various grinds, for the most part. But there's a great community around it. And its daily grind's actually pretty fun. It's one of the few daily systems I've actually never really gotten bored of. Like Puzzle Quest 3 is the other game that the company is making. Like I am like already exceedingly bored with that daily system, as well as a few other games, as well as many that I don't play anymore. But Gems of War daily system I've always actually personally liked. And Guild Wars actually used to be a daily as well. It got switched to be 1 week every 4 weeks instead of every week. But back in the day, it actually used to be literally every week. Let's see. I'll take that for now. Just mostly trying for a skull. I was trying for a single skull poke, but we actually found so many skulls off a cascaded sky that it gave us an extra turn. The intention was to land one. Oh gosh, we're getting so lucky off a sky all of a sudden. Why couldn't we get that luck during Guild Wars? It knows I'm done with Guild Wars, so it's like, oh, here's your luck back. Now that we don't actually need the luck anymore. It's still nice. But not required. What about adding score reduction and spell reduction medals to the game? They definitely need to add more medals. Like a lot more medals. How they haven't added any more medals is kind of weird. Theoretically, we've only ever gotten one additional medal, and it's Medal of Seasons. However, I don't even consider it a new one, because it's basically just better Arachnia. So all they basically did was make the old epic medal obsolete in a sense, other than for upgrading stuff. And then made a new medal that's just better than it. So theoretically, they have never added a new medal. Because Seasons is just a better Arachnia. So it's not really a new one, it's just basically an upgraded version of the one that already existed under the same rarity. So theoretically, they have never added a new medal. In an actual usability sense. Which I was kind of hoping we'd get one like every few months. Or at least like every other season. Or every few seasons. Like I'm surprised a new season has never brought a new medal into the game. Like instead of getting a new power gem. Or still do a power gem and just have the medal come in. Like have a medal and then have everything that comes in through the season based on that medal. So for example, if it is a spell reduction medal, then have a week or have a season. Where a bunch of the troops that you get during the season are all spell reduction based. Either at countering spells or at, you know, having like literal 25%, 50% spell reduction stuff. And then you also get the medal that you can get. And even have it as like the reward on the free and paid side as well. Like you could put it here. I think there already is medals on the paid side. You know, like just some generic ones I think they put in here. Somewhere's in all this mess. Somewhere's right. I guess they're here sometimes. I don't think they're here this season. But we know that they can do it, so... like, they could just have some medals on the free and paid side. Kind of mixed within. Where you're, as you go through the thingy, you get some amount of them. And, of course, you could just farm them and explore if you want an infinite of them. But anyways, let's go clear this out, and then we'll go do the vault thingy. Oh, I actually do need copies of this pet. Nice. Oh, wow, I need 20. Well, gosh, I need a lot of copies. This must be one of the newer ones. I think this came out about a year ago, which for pets is considered new. I think a pet is considered new for about 1.5 to 2 years. At least for how I consider it. After like the 2-year mark, I would say a pet is no longer new. But the time frame for getting specific pets is like so long that I'm pretty sure like almost up to the 2-year mark is still considered a new pet. After the 2-year mark, it's probably not new anymore though. Oh, it is in the past? Yeah, they put tokens there. There's no reason why they couldn't do it with a new token. I knew there was tokens there. I guess I just went past it too quick. How do you know what medals the enemy team has? You can see it on their PvP thingy. Also, I keep used to saying the word thingy, but if we go to PvP, we click on any team, and we then click on equipped medals, you can see that they will come up with a bunch of stats. For example, I can see that they have 3 niches. If you do not see equipped medals here, click on traits. You should see a Medal of Orpheus over here. I'm not sure if I can actually get a Medal of Orpheus to show up here, but okay, he just has equipped medals, but you can see right there under equipped medals, he's using 3 seasons. You'd have to break down like what the stats are relative to what they are. But if you know what every medal is, you can very easily figure out what the breakdown is. It's like right here, he has 3 seasons as well. And like right here, we have a... And if they have Orpheus, it would show up over there. It doesn't show up in equipped medals. He has 3 niches. This one has... I'm trying to find someone who has one showing up here. He has a Medal of Anu. So if they have Medal of Anu equipped, or if they have Orpheus equipped, it will show up under traits. Keep in mind, you cannot actually stun this because it happened to start a battle. However, you can stun Orpheus because it literally just counts as an additional trait. And it's the reason why Orpheus can be stunned. You can't stun Medal of Anu because the 20% mana start triggers before you can ever get a stun off. So you can never stun the starting trait because that's what it's considered, like a starting trait, like gain magic for each red ally. Like, you can't stun that stuff. Or empowered, you can't stun that. None that you can. But if they had like an Orpheus there, you can. So if they have Anu or Orpheus, it shows up there. If they have any other medals, it shows up under stats. So for example, he's using 2 seasons with a Anu. So you can tell just by going at that screen. And you can check that in PvP screen too. If you're doing Guild Wars, you can see what the enemy team has before you go into battle. I can't quite show that because we already did all of our Guild War battles. But if you just click on one of their teammates and go to those 2 screens, you can see every medal they have. You just have to know what the medals are to begin with to really break them down. because it doesn't tell you the stat-wise, like what medals they are, it just tells you the stats. It does tell you what the medal is on the other page, though, if they have Anu or Orpheus equipped, though. Anyways, where were we? I was doing something. Oh, yeah, I was taking this pet. Yeah, that's how you check for medals. It's very useful in Guild Wars, even though I pretty much almost never check. But it's a good idea to check before every battle. Especially if you're using a really stats effect heavy team, because you want to know if they have Orpheus or not. It's not too important for stats, I would say, which is why I normally don't check. But them having Orpheus or not is really relevant if you're using a stats effect heavy team. I wasn't on either of the 2 Guild War days, so I wasn't really checking. But if we were using a team, for example, that requires them to be like burning or something for triple damage burning, we'd want to know what their immunities are, and we'd want to know if they have Orpheus. If anyone else has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. We'll make sure to do so. Also, I hope to do a midday stream tomorrow. I'm not sure if the decking people will still be here tomorrow. They were here today. Though I know they haven't finished everything, obviously. But I'm not sure if they're actually working tomorrow or not. I think they're doing it based on what the weather is like. It's been kind of rainy. Wasn't too bad today, but then got a little bit bad later. Because they are working outside. So it is a bit weather dependent. But after not, we'll probably do a midday stream tomorrow. I kind of want to go finish Super Auto Pets. I only have 3 more pets to do until we've maxed everything in that game. Which means we would have finished the entire game within about 130 hours? 120 hours? Somewhere around there. Which isn't too bad of a time. It's a pretty fun game. Definitely got my money's worth, that's for sure. It's free. But I think I spent like $11 on the game. As far as like cosmetic stuff and everything. Let's see. But I don't play that many auto battlers on the channel. It's a genre I've played from time to time. Oddly enough, Warcraft 3's game engine is probably the one I've played the most amount of auto battlers on. I haven't played too many games that are just an auto battler and nothing else. It's an interesting genre, though. Because there's quite a bit of depth to quite a few auto battlers. As far as like how you set up your team and everything. As long as they're actually like pay once kind of auto battlers that don't have pay to win. Because like pay to win mobile like auto battlers, I probably would never get into that genre. But like the ones that are like single purchase things. Those super auto pets, well, it's not a single purchase thing, the packs are, so it's kind of the same way. You can also face like the same people using the same pack, so it's not really pay to win. Because you could choose to fight people who are only using the free pack while using the free pack. Okay. So we did that. As much as I want to kind of get more pets of that, I don't think it's worth it. Just Blackhawk bonus, which isn't really that relevant. Okay, let's go open our vault keys and see if we hand out another code today. So we're going to open up a dozen vault keys or so. Which means we'll open until we have 22 remaining. Oh, we'll keep opening until we have 2222. Alright, so let's go do that. Until we see all 2s. When will Ironhawk be out again? Ironhawk comes in Soulforge randomly every cycle. It also comes in whenever there's an Adana event. I do not believe an Adana event is coming up yet. However, we haven't had one for a while. So there might be one in the upcoming few months. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I just typed in Adana. I want to go to Terran's World. There we go. Go to there, go to troops. I don't know, do we have an Adana event coming up? Because that'd be the easiest time to probably get it, is use event keys on an Adana event. The other way is wait for Soulforge rotation. Adana does not seem to have an event coming up, unfortunately. That's kind of unfortunate. Let me see. Control find Adana. Nope. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. The other way you can get it is start saving 8,000 diamonds. Each Iron Hawk is 4,000 diamonds each. So if you had 8,000, you'd be able to get 2. If you had 12,000, you'd get 3. Though I'm not sure most people would save for that many, but you never know. It's a pretty good troop. Though I feel like 2 is good enough for most situations. Hello, Mr. Extreme. Welcome. Oh, did it recently reset? Yeah, I don't keep up with that too often. But yeah, that means it could happen any week now. Oh no, the first spam bot. Or at least the first spam bot I noticed. No. But yeah, Adana hasn't had an event for a while. If I'm not mistaken, the last Adana event was like, what, February of last year? Meaning I think Adana has gone almost a year without having an event. Maybe they saw how broken Ironhawk was, and it's like, we probably should make sure we don't do an Adana event anytime soon. It's like, we're not going to nerf it, but we're just going to, like, not do an Adana event for as long as we possibly can until we finally have to. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think February or March of last year was the last Adana event. I could go check, but it would take a while. But I think sometime around there was the last time it happened. It's still cycled in Soulforge many times, because obviously every mythic has to be cycled through. To a degree, it's kind of easier to get in Soulforge. Oh, we didn't get a good orb there. Because you get a guaranteed chance of getting it. Whereas even if you throw a couple thousand event keys during an Adana event, you might not still get it. It's not guaranteed. Or at least with 4,000 diamonds, there's no way you don't get it. And 8,000 gets you 2, and 12,000 gets you 3. Oh, another major orb? Gosh, they're so common. Yes, we did it! Okay, we'll hand out a code. Or an extra code. Let's go clear through all these first. Actually, I might hand it out now. Because we don't really have too much else to do this week once we finish this out. Actually, I guess we have a World event. So yeah, I guess we'll clear out the rest of these and then we'll go hand out code. Because you already got the big drop. I'm not sure if we should include Major Purple as one of the big drops. We have been, and so far, every single time we've handed out the code was based on Major Purple. Because Major Purple, of all the 4 big drops that I'm looking for, is technically the most common of them. Because we're handing it out based on Major Purple, Major Blue, Power, or 250 gems. Is what we're doing it based on. And so far, every single time, we've handed it out based on Major Purple. But no, theoretically, we would need to. Because if we're doing it based on big drops, Major Purple is 675 gems, theoretically. Based on how many gem keys it's worth. So if we're basing it on that value, it is actually even more valuable than 250 gems, even though 250 gems is less common. Though the 250 gems have the flexibility of being able to use on anything. Whereas the purple orb has to be used for gem keys. Or, you know, not gem keys, but guild keys, which are basically like gem keys. They're essentially gem keys. But technically have a 0.01 higher chance of... Or sorry, 0.01 higher chance of getting a mythic. Because our rate is actually ever so slightly higher than a normal gem key. Not by much that makes any relevance. But it's basically like opening a gem key and a glory key simultaneously. Whereas opening a gem keys is like opening a gem key. Okay, 4 more keys. And then we'll go hand out a second code. And then we'll probably go do the world event and probably wrap it there. That's pretty much all the main things we need to get done today. I'll take that over. Go grab a purple here. He'll take a skull, that's fine. And then kill everything out. You weren't able to follow the math I was doing during the Guild Wars. What's the actual calculation for boosted by? It's not straight... Oh, it's different for every single troop. It's drastically different for every single troop in the entire game. So it depends which one you were referring to. In the case of Ubistet, he boost ratios, I believe, based on all ally attack, or is it all attack within the battle? I think it's all attack within the battle. But it's one or the other. It auto-calculates at least what number that is. Back in the day, you actually used to calculate even that out yourself, but luckily it tells you what number that is at least. However, you do still have to do some math, because it tells you what his total amount of gained damage is. You then have to add that to whatever his already existing damage is, because the game doesn't do that automatically for whatever reason. And then you have to see if that's actually enough damage to kill your target. And if it does, it will double kill. And if it doesn't, then it won't. Yeah, Ironhawk can show up as early as Monday next week, or as late as like 2 or 3 months from now in Soulforge. If you're looking for an Ironhawk Soulforge. It can be pretty... Oh, I should have taken red. I could have gotten brown. Whoops. Oh, wait, then again. Gosh, we need to cast. Just cast already. But yeah, Ironhawk is Going to be available anytime from this Monday or anytime in like next 2 or 3 months. There's no way to know for sure. All we know is it's going to be within that time frame for Soulforge, if you're looking for it in Soulforge. Oh, I was hoping that was Surge. That's so unfortunate. I still haven't cast a Leprechaun. And dead. Alright, that's the final key. Do we get anything good? We already had the one good drop, so we still handed out. Hey, we got another Curse Gnome. So far, I think I only have one of him, so now I have 2. There we go, we have 2 Curse Gnomes. I saw someone who keeps setting like 3 Curse Gnomes to their PvP team to troll everyone who hasn't found it yet. Because he's the most recent gnome, meaning he's theoretically the most unobtained gnome, most likely. Because whatever the most normally whatever the most recent gnome is would be the most unobtained, since it's been available for the least amount of time. And every single gnome's always in the drop table. Anyways, I said I would hand out an extra code when we did that, so let's go hand out an extra code. We did find one of the better loots, which was a major purple. Unfortunately, still haven't found anything better than a major purple. Like, none of the other 3 that were really good we haven't found the last few days, but we'll keep looking. Though we have found 2 tarot cards and a curse gnome, if nothing else. Though I don't need those, because we already have all of them. Anyways, I'm looking for my code, 1 second. And then we'll go hand that out for everyone. If anyone still has any other questions, do let me know. Otherwise, we'll go probably clear out world event and then probably call it a night. Let's see, that's not what we want. Where is the thing? There it is. Put that there, put that there, put that there. Put that inside the other thing. Refresh the... Oh, no, I didn't do the... No. No, I refreshed it before I claimed because it lagged. That or I broke the code. Oh, no, it already actually claimed it. Oh, cool. I did like a claim skip. I'm speed running the claim on accident. Apparently, it actually registers it before you actually do the thing. So if you click enter and then like refresh it almost immediately, it actually seems to have still registered it. That's interesting. But there you guys go. Or assume it is if it's in my mail. Yep, it did register. But there you guys go. There's a redeem code. You guys know how to use it by now, I'm pretty sure. But there you guys go. Enjoy. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and it's greatly appreciated for YouTube algorithm purposes. Anyways, so any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably just end out with some, a little bit of the world event. The team for this week's kind of funny. Oh, we're almost done with it, too. Guild will probably have it done next day or so. So probably tomorrow night's the last night we'll need to do the battles. Because by Friday night, I'm pretty sure the guild would have it done. Oh, we got an upgrade medal, too. I have no clue which one of these is worth more, so I'm just going to take this one. And if it is or isn't, it doesn't really matter too much because we're just going to get enough points at some point anyways. Getting slightly more at this point won't make too big of a difference. Yeah, the 2 epics, I believe, are worth slightly different points by, like, 1. I can't remember which one is which, though. It's basically just rarity order, though. Actually, the 2 epics might actually be the same value. The only problem with rarity order is there's 2 epics, but they might just be same value. So it might not matter which one you take at all. Okay, the 2 purples are worth the same. Okay, so it is just rarity order. Alright, so it doesn't matter which epic I take. I thought that was the case. I wasn't 100% sure, though. Any week where everything's almost scored as a different amount of points, I'm always skeptical. Of like, is this one actually worth more or not? Also, it's always fun being able to use Red Charlotte. She's actually insanely good in one particular area, other than when she's occasionally used for events like this. But she's insanely good in Arena. If you ever see her and you have any way whatsoever, or if you see her, like, take her and try to find any way to extra turn or gain more gold, and you'll basically just auto-win because you just keep casting her ability as soon as you have 30 plus gold. Because that's how her boost ratio works. Yeah, I've covered a guide on boost ratios before. I should probably cover it again. The only problem with explaining boost ratios is every single troop boost ratios differently. Like, for example, we were explaining Ubestead earlier. However, she has a 3-to-1, meaning that she gets 3 gold, or she has a 3-to-1. So it's doing it based on whatever it says within her ability. She gains 2 mana boosted by my gold. So what she's doing is for every 3 gold we have, we gain 1 additional mana. And since it has a base value of 2, if we have at least 10 mana for 30 total for the boost ratio, we would end up having full mana on her. And that's basically the main mechanic with her. So as long as we have 30 plus gold, she would get full mana. I accidentally said 36 during the video on Monday, but that's because I forgot she has a base value of 2 on the ability. I was doing the math as if it was the full amount. But she already starts with 2. No, we'll always want to take those. That's the only thing outside of rarity order. And you can tell because it has a weird icon. Normally weird icon ones are worth more points. The event doesn't tell you that, but normally, generally speaking, based on the weird way that they tend to set up events, that tends to be the case. And by not tell you that, I mean there's no in-game indication that that's the case. Like on the forum it says it. But nowhere's in the game is it like, oh, take rarity order and make sure you kill the narwhals over everything. Like, nowhere's in the game does it say that. And the forum implies it, but doesn't say it. So you have to figure it out. They always make it so weird. I still do not understand to this day why on earth they make world events so overly convoluted. The bigger issue is why on earth the game itself doesn't mention it anywheres. You literally have to use a third-party source like their website to figure it out. Which I guess is a way to get traffic to their website, which in a way is actually kind of ingenious, but also very annoying. Because you'll have to basically like check someone's video, like who cover it weekly, or like we do every Monday, or check the forum, or check their the website. Like you have to like check some kind of third-party source like every week, just to know, because the game itself doesn't actually tell you. What on earth do we take here? Your son wants to know when you're going to wreck some fools and Fall Guys. Haha. I will again. I haven't been playing it too much since our last stream. I'm kind of just waiting till they add another event. They also added Tall Guy to the game, which is really funny. It's something that they made jokes about on their social media in the past. But it's basically just a really tall Fall Guy in that like default pink skin that is like iconic to the Fall Guy stuff. But yeah, it's pretty funny. But I'm just kind of waiting until they do another good event. When that will be depends on when or if they decide to do another good event. Also, who knows? Maybe another season's coming up soon. They were supposed to do some kind of like Invisibean kind of thing this season. So hopefully that mid-season patch is coming pretty soon. I don't think we have any info on when on earth that is though. But when they make more content, we'll cover it. And do a stream for it. Oh, we actually got 8. Actually, that is the first 8% we've rolled this entire time. I am pretty sure. We actually have an 8% chance to insta-kill every extra turn we take due to Megavore. However, it is exceedingly inconsistent. And we just hit it for the first time, I'm pretty sure, this entire world event. It was 3 days into the world event, and we just hit it now for the first time. But yeah, Megavore used to actually be used for its insta-kill. There was a few month period where Megavore existed, but Ironhawk did not. Because Ironhawk didn't come in until, like, this came out, I think, in September. And Ironhawk came out in December of that year, when it came out. And there was a small portion of time where Megavore, double Megavore, was actually the meta for factions. It was very short-lived, though, because then Iron Gut came in, and obviously Iron Gut, to this day, is still pretty much meta for running factions. However, there was a short duration in time where Megavore was actually the one that was used for factions instead. And you would use double Megavore with a bunch of extra turn spam in order to kill the entire enemy team. Because to this day, there's still nothing within factions that has immune insta-kill. So you can actually still run double Megavore if you really want to. I would not advise it compared to other options. But if it's like the only thing you had, double Megavore would still work. Like if you got lucky/unlucky on event keys this week and somehow got like double Megavore within like a 200 pool or something, you could end up running like double Megavore in... Oh, I guess that would be like pure luck, but not unlucky, I guess. But, well, I mean it's unlucky in the sense that if you were trying for not Megavore and you got like a second Megavore, that would be unlucky. I forget what the other mythic was called. But if you don't have like the other mythic you were trying for and then you failed by getting Megavore, that would technically be unlucky. But if you happen to have double Megavore, that is a thing that can be ran for factions. It's not the best thing to be running, but it is a thing that can be used.
And at one point it was the best, just not anymore. Iron Gut and Zugoff kind of invalidated using Megafor for factions. For the most part. But there we go. And the event's almost done. We'll probably need to do it one more time tomorrow, and then we'll be good to go. And before I forget, I should probably switch my medals. Yeah, Sakurax, that's the other one. I couldn't remember off the top of my head. I feel like I absolutely hate on Sakurax. Like, it's a good troop. Yeah, we used Queen Aurora during Guild Wars today, yet is even worse than Sakurax. Like, Sakurax is just a better Queen Aurora. But we can't use it for Yellow Day, obviously. But, yeah, I don't know. For how decent Sakurax is, I feel like I almost never use it. Sakurax and Possess King are like two insanely good troops that I personally do not like using at all. But out of like every single troop that I don't use that are actually good, I would say those are like the two most noteworthy ones. Like, they're actually really decent troops, but I almost never use them on a team. That and Megavore. Megavore's technically good. There's a lot of really weird gimmicks that's used for it. My biggest issue with Megavore normally is it doesn't synergize well with like Mang, Rope Dart, and other similar good armor tier weapons. And the other issue I have with it is it auto ends its turn. And normally in a lot of situations where you would use a Megavore, you'd rather have an extra turn spam kind of option. Kind of like a Zugoff or something. Because normally, like Explore 12 is an area where Megavore can technically be used. And a few other locations, and technically factions and stuff. But Explore 12 is probably the most relevant location, I would say, overall. That or Guild Wars, but also Explore 12. I don't know, it's just really weird to use compared to like a Zugoff team or something. I just prefer using Zugoff. Speaking of factions, which one do you recommend attempting with a pure faction team without potions? There's a few that are easier. Amithrax, Silver Necropolis, and Deep Hive. Other than those three, Wild Court's kind of easy. The main gimmick that Wild Court has that makes it easier is, that's not the final room, is Wild Knight. Wild Knight has 50% score reduction, barrier, HP gain, and an attack gain, and board control. You can actually solo it with Wild Knight if you get lucky enough. If you just play it very, very well and have at least like somewhat decent stats. Like, you're still going to need some amount of stats, like a level 150, 200 faction or so. But you can basically solo the entire faction with Wild Knight. Like, if you just run double Wild Knight with, like, a Puka and I think one Legend, I think is the team. Something like that. But double Wild Knight is pretty much enough to solo the faction. Everything else is just there for support, for the most part, and for some extra stats. Because you get slightly more stats if you do it that way. But, yeah, double Wild Knight, and even single Wild Knight, if you really want to challenge yourself, can probably just win the whole faction. Like, he's a good enough troop to just solo everything. Also, if you see him in Arena, pick him, because he's one of the most auto wins ever. Unless he somehow dies beforehand. He normally doesn't in a faction sense because he has score reduction. But he doesn't have that score reduction in Guild Wars. But I'm looking for Wild Knight. Where is he? But yeah, Wild Knight. He explodes a gem, which is good board control. He gains for 12 mana, which is a little pricey for Exploded Gem, but he does a billion other things. He gains life, which is good, so he doesn't die. He gains attack, which is good, so he can actually kill things. It's boosted by green, so he gains 3 additional attack and life per green on the board that you explode. And he also gains barrier for himself. So he never dies. He has scar reduction, so he never dies. He inflicts Hunter's Mark when they do skull damage to him. So as he's never dying, he makes them even easier to kill by making you do double damage to them. And he has a useless trait. But yeah, like between Revenge, Bark Skin, and the entirety of his auto win ability, he's arguably one of the best faction running troops in the entire game. Like, you can legitimately win with one Wild Knight. But anyways, guys, so obviously don't set your team to only one Wild Knight. But it's theoretically possible to do so. But anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for now. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. Not sure if we'll do a midday stream, but will really depend on what the deck people are doing. Because they make a lot of noise when they're around. So I can't really do a stream or really record anything when they're doing their thing. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. Thank you so much for stopping by as always. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone.